Vidalia, Coleman to bat. Patel on deck.
And welcome to Little Fenway, field number 1 here at Parton Park for coverage of the 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. The championship game is between Lyons and Vidalia. So the first pitch into Coleman is in for a strike. Going around the field for you, working the pitcher's mound position, Russ Furr. Behind the plate, this ball's hit on the ground. Russ Furr moves over, makes the catch, and fires to first in time for out number 1. So 1 down. Catching today, Riley Kersey playing first.
Patel bat, Wolf on
over at
deck.
second is Tyson Brantley. Playing short, Britton Tabor. Over at third is MJ Burton. Going around the field, you got Cameron Harris in left field. Slade McDonald in left center. Ryder Sears in right center, and Junior Bullard over in right. So 1 down and 1 strike on Patel. He's the shortstop for Vidalia. This pitch is hit on the ground. Is it going to get in the hole? Yes, it is. Over to the right field, Junior Bullard. He gets it in, but not in time to get him out. So base hit for Patel. 1 down, runner at first. Bring up Wolf, who I kept referring to Saturday as Wolfston. Obviously not his name. Or maybe it's Wolfston. Maybe it's Wolf. I don't know. Pitch to him, as I told you in Saturday's game, they always watch strike number 1, and there was strike number 1. Here's the pitch. It's lined in. It's going to drop down for a base hit for him. So another base hit. Runners on first and second. Now Vidalia just beat Wayne 12-4. They run ruled them in 5 innings. Run rules 8 after 5. 12 after 4, 15 after 3, and 20 after 2, which is a new one they added this year because I don't remember 20 after 2, but I guess.
Next to bat, Posey on deck.
So Lyons has shifted the outfield. They've put Slade McDonald in shallow right field. They moved Junior Bullard back deep right field. Ryder Sears playing more towards center, and Cameron Harris has the whole left side of the outfield to himself because obviously this left-handed batter Nance is a pull hitter. Runners on first and second. Here's the 1-out pitch to him. Swing and a miss, strike 2. This is the last game of the day unless Vidalia beats Lyons, and then we'll go into an if necessary game, which is immediately after. And we will have that game here. If they win, then that'll wrap up our coverage. If they lose, then we'll be right back. Here's the pitch. He pops it up into the air. Britton Tabor moves over, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down to bring up Posey. He's batting 5th, playing short today. Yeah,
Posey to bat, Wallace on deck.
Posey's batting short today for Vidalia. Here's the 2-out pitch to him. Of course, first pitch, strike 1. Now Lyons is in the first base dugout today. Vidalia in game before this one took the third base dugout. So here's the ball rolling in the left field. Here comes the run. Slade McDonald's firing home. And now runner, here's the front of third. Here's the tag. And he is out of there. So 1 run scored, but Lyons gets a tag out at third base. Vidalia is leading Lyons 1-0. So we'll take a break and come back at the bottom of the first on Y101. So So up to bat first for Lyons is Tyson Brantley. You'll hear his interview tomorrow, along with Britton Tabor, Slade McDonald, and Ryder Sears. Their interviews will be on the Sports Report tomorrow. And on the Sports Report Wednesday will be Cameron Harris, Tucker Brady, and Brody Benton. And of course, the Sports Report airs 7:40, well, whenever the legend gets done, and 5:40. So that'll bring up Tyson Brantley, the second baseman for Lyons. He does pretty well at the plate. His older sister is a member of the midget girls team, and they won in their division this year, beating Vidalia. Torrey Wright was on the mound. So here's the first pitch to Tyson Brantley. He hits it on the ground to the shortstop. He fields it, bobbles it around, so Tyson Brantley's going to get the first safely. Runner at first, bring up Cameron Harris.
Brady on deck.
Tucker Brady on deck. Harris playing left field today, as he normally does. He steps in, batting from the left-hand side, one of the only left-handed batters on the Lions team. First pitch to him, he takes a hack at it, hits it to second baseman. He fields it, gets one out at second, and Cameron Harris gets the first safely. One down to bring up Tucker Brady, the first baseman for Lyons. Lyons
Brady
looking for the
to
first
back
base hit
Kersey
of
on
the game.
deck. Far away.
Brantley reaching on air by the shortstop, and Harris grounding into a fielder's choice. So here's the pitch to Brady. And for strike, Cameron Harris is going, he slides in, is he safe? He is safe. The throw was offline. Now as far as timing goes, the throw was there on time, just offline. So one strike on Brady. He steps in. Here's the pitch. He hits this one on the ground, the shortstop. He fields it and fires across the diamond in time for out number 2. Here comes Cameron Harris. He slides into third safely. So Lyons needs to score this run. Up to bat now is Riley Kersey. In the last game on Saturday versus Vidalia, Kersey went 1 for 3. In the game before that, he went 2 for 4. He hits a dribbler on the ground to the third baseman Patel. Patel fields it, fires across the diamond in time for out number 3. So Lyons not getting the bats going here in the first inning and not unable to score a run. Vidalia leads 1-0 as we go to the top of the second on Y101.
Steak and cheese open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. Give them a call at 537-9263. Hope to see you there.
So up to bat for Vidalia here in the top of the second is, I guess that would be O.J. Wallace, the first baseman for Vidalia. Wearing number 9. On deck is Smith, one of 2 Smiths that Vidalia has. Chandler Smith. So it seems like we're ready to go here. We're getting ready. And it seems like we're ready to go. Vidalia leading Lyons by 1. The score is 1-0. Vidalia scoring 1 earned
Wallace
run
to bat,
back
Smith on deck.
first. So we start off the game. Vidalia just coming off a 12-4 win versus Wayne. Now, in order for Vidalia to win this tournament, they'll have to win 3 consecutive games. Of course, the one they've already played, there was 1. They'd have to win this one, and they'd have to win the next one. Now, we'll only play another one if Vidalia beats Lyons. That's an if necessary game. If Lyons can win here, then we won't have to go into an if necessary game. This will be it. Here's the pitch to Wallace. He hits this one on the ground to MJ Burton. It takes a hop. He gets over his glove, so he reaches on an error. Runner at first. Bring up Chandler Smith.
Smith the bat, Hamilton on deck.
Now, with all these extra places out here to play in the outfield, I guess 10 would be referring to right field. I don't know. But I guess he might be the right fielder. So he's stepping in, runner at first, and now he's stepping out, looking at his coach, Bill James, down there at third base. He's been coaching the Mite division of baseball for quite a while. Here's the pitch, and for a strike, he was coaching that division of baseball ever since I was there back in my time. The catcher was throwing down to first, got over the head of Tucker Brady and rolled into right field. Now there's a runner on second. Lyons, if I can help you out here, don't do anything unnecessary like that. or a Mite ball, they can't go anywhere unless it gets past you. I don't even think they could steal. Here's the pitch. Actually, they can steal. Was that not a strike? No. No ball, 1 strike. Even though not necessary for me to stake that. Here's the pitch to Chandler Smith. He hits that up the middle for a base hit, could possibly score, and let's see. Slade McDonald getting it in there. Now the runner's on the corner on a base hit by Chandler Smith.
Hamilton to bat. Phillips on deck.
Bring up Hamilton. And here we go. Here's the pitch. Same first strike. Nothing. Well, 1 strike. Showing him the pitch. Here it is. He hits this one up into the air. Slade McDonald moving back, makes the catch, tagging up. Here comes the third of the, actually no third of the plate, and another run scores on a sacrifice fly by Hamilton. So that's 2-0, 1 down, runner at first. Let's bring up another left-handed batter for
Phillips to
Vidalia.
bat.
Phillips.
McClendon on deck. 1 away.
Here's the pitch. Then for a strike. Here's the pitch to Phillips. Lines this one up the middle. Slade McDonald on the run, gets it in, but not in time. So a base hit for Vidalia. Runners now on first and second, still 1 down.
McClendon to bat. Back on deck.
Gotta bring up McClendon. Ball's being shown. Here's the pitch. Pitcher machine must be missing the zone. Here it is. And first strike. Beck is on deck. Beck is on deck. Here's the pitch. Pops this one foul. Pops this one foul. We meant to say pop, changed it into hit halfway through. So would that be like fifth or something? So here's the pitch to McClendon being shown. Here we go. He hits this one up into the air. Ryder Sears makes the catch, and nobody goes anywhere for out number 2. 2 down to bring up Beck. Let's see if Lyons can hold him here. Vidalia leading 2-0.
Back to back. Coleman on deck. 2 away.
Batting from the right-hand side. Runners on first and second. Let's see if Lyons can get him out here. Get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. He steps back in. 0-1. Here we go. Hits this one on the ground. MJ Burton. MJ fields it. Steps on third for out number 3. So let's see if Lyons can get back in here and get a base for the first base hit of the game. Coming up for Lyons, Britton Tabor, Bertie Benton, and Junior Bullard. Stay here on Y101.
Having these grass problems, got my hair grass. Did you know they make a chemical that will take my hair grass out and not do your regular grass? Hair grass, fire lines, no such chemical. That's what I'm around the weed prevention chemical. Don't forget, they also have dog food and crap. All of them natural grass chemicals. Come out and see the Government Inject Supply and Lines and let them show you how they work. Or give them a call at 526-3858 and we hope just see you.
Britton Tabor up to bat for Lyons here in the bottom of the second. He will be featured on the Sports Report tomorrow, along with some of his other buddies.
Hey, now Tabor to bat. Benton on deck.
So he steps in. He usually has decent games at the plate. When they first started in this tournament, he was batting he was batting 9th, and followed by Slade McDonald. But they changed him and MJ Burton in game number 2 on Saturday. So Britton Tabor, he hits this one on the ground. The shortstop, second baseman he was playing. Britton Tabor gets this safe, and he was playing up the middle as if he was going to hit it late, but then
Benton the bat. Bullard on deck.
Second baseman Vidalia moved over, made a nice catch, but didn't get Britton Tabor in time. Runner on first for Lyons. That'll bring up Bertie Benton, the DH. Here's the pitch. Hits this one on the ground, the shortstop. Shortstop makes the catch, gets 1. Are they going to try for 2? They are, but didn't get him. So fielder's choice. This has been the story for Lyons, especially in the first part of the game. They've only played an inning.
Bullard to bat. Sears on deck.
But they
One
get
away.
runners on base, and then they end up hitting into these fielder's choices. One down, runner at first, Junior Bullard, right fielder. And they popped that foul out of play. Keep looking forward, and you see somebody get hit with the ball. Strike one on Bullard, who for some reason took me forever to learn his name. Bullard, the right fielder. So here's the pitch to Bullard, runner at first, one down, one strike. Hits this one on the ground, a hard chopper to Patel. He fields it, fires to third, gets the out there. And once again, another fielder's choice for Lyons. Lyons seems to be struggling to get it out of the infield. Two down to bring up Ryder Sears. Let's see what he can do. Lyons is looking for their first, actually they have their first base hit, Brenton Tabor. But they're looking for something in the outfield. Let's see what Ryder can do. He hits this one on the ground, back up the middle. The pitcher makes a catch, bobbles it around, and fires to first. In time for out number 3. Another scoreless inning for Lyons. We go to the top of the third. Lyons not getting it out of the infield with their bats. Not sure what's going on today. We're back to the top of the order for Vidalia. We're taking a break and coming back on Y101. Welcome back to Park and Park here in our coverage of the 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. Vidalia leading Lyons 2-0, which is very different from what we saw on Saturday. Lyons took the lead and kept the lead throughout the whole game. The first pitch to Coleman is in for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Lyons this one up the middle for a base hit. Ryder Sears coming in and gets it in pretty quickly. Unfortunately, that was just a good hit for Vidalia. Runner at first.
Tailed about. Wolf on deck.
So let's see if Vidalia can do the same thing Lyons has been doing the whole game. Let's see if he can hit into a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch. It's in for a strike, naturally. First pitch take is what they've been doing here. Showing him the ball. Here's the pitch. Pops this one up foul. Strike 2. Cameron Harris returning to his position in left field. Here's the pitch. Lines this one. Is that going to burn Ryder Sears? Yes, it does. And it bounces up against the fence. That's easily going to score 1 run, possibly 2. No, now there's no runs at all, actually. They held them up at second and third. Patel is standing up there with a double. Runners on second and third.
Wolf to bat. Nance on deck. Here we go. Wolf up to bat. He reached on a base hit. Runners on second and third, both in scoring position for Vidalia. Vidalia leading 2-0. First pitch and first strike. I think I'm just going to stop saying that because if you hit the mitt, more than likely it's a strike. Unless you could somehow hear something from way out there in the field. This pitch is lined into left field. Cameron Harris makes the catch. Runner tagging up. Here's the throw. And 1 run scored for Vidalia. It's now a 3-0 ball game. So a sac fly for Wolf. That scored 1 run. Runner at second. Nance
And
to
they're
bat.
shifting
Posey on
in
deck.
outfield
1-1.
once again. 1 down. Bring up Nance. Here's the pitch. You know where it is. So what they're doing here is they're putting Ryder Sears closer to center, bringing Slade McDonald over into very shallow right field, and Junior Bullard's playing deep right. This ball popped up. Is it going to get out of play? Russ Furr, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep calling him Ross. He comes over in foul territory and makes the catch for out number 2. I think I know what it is. It's kind of dog.
Posey to bat. Wallace on deck. 2 away.
Parents didn't like that name, so it ended up being Jack. Anyway, I guess I still want the dog to be named Russ so bad that I refer to Ross as Russ. Actually, it is Russ Furr. Why am I doing that? Here's the pitch. In for a strike, so that's 2 strikes on Posey. Yeah, it is Russ Crowe. I don't know why I call him Wallace. Actually makes no sense now. The whole thing that I just explained is now for nothing. Slade McDonald moves over, makes a nice catch in center field for out number 3, but Vidalia has kept the trend going and scored another run here in the top of the 3rd. Let's see if Lyons can answer that. We're going to the bottom of the inning on Y101.
Whatever the part for that mower, trigger, lawn tractor, or any other small engine machines, see Johnny or Mona at Johnny's Repair in Lyons on Highway number 1 South. Johnny is the area's largest inventory of parts in stock. They're priced low so that you can keep those machines running right. Plus, they'll help and advise you need to go with it. Whatever the brand or kind of machine you've got, check first with Johnny's Repair for the right parts. Highway number 1 South.
Welcome back to Parton Park and our coverage of the 56th Annual Lions Youth Tournament. Up to bat now for Lyons is MJ Burton. Lions down 3-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Let's see, they need runs. Play 6 innings in these games. Luckily, Lions being the home team, if they don't do it, they always have a chance at the end of the game. Lions have the home team every game except the Candler County game. But this time and the time before facing Vidalia, they have been the home team. If you ever heard of home team advantage, it's real. Pitch to MJ Burton's in for a strike. Showing him the pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 2. MJ Burton playing 3rd today. Here's the pitch. Swing! And a miss, strike 3. 1 down to bring up Slade McDonald.
McDonald to bat, Brantley on deck, corner 1.
Had a pretty good day at the plate on Saturday. Here's the one out pitch to him. He hits this one hard on the shortstop. Story of the day for Lyons. It fires across the diamond in time for out number 2. So we're back to the top of the order. Lyons is seeking
Brantley to bat, Harris on deck, 2 away.
hit. I mean, they have 1 hit done by Britton Tabor, but they're seeking something to the outfield in which they've yet to produce. I'm not sure what's going on today. Here's the ball hit on the ground to the shortstop. A tip for Lyons. They're going to have to hit it anywhere else but to the shortstop, and that's out number 3. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Lyons. I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to the top of the 4th. Lyons still scoreless, losing to Vidalia 3-0 as we break on Y101. Welcome back to Parton Park. The story of the day for Lyons is a job well done to the shortstop Posey and to the 3rd baseman Patel. They've been making plays, and Lyons just can't seem to get base runners, and when they do,
They knock
the
Wallace
batter
to bat. Smith
can't
on
seem
deck.
to get him around. That's the story of the day for Lyons. Here's the pitch to Wallace. It's in for a strike. The Lions will get runners on first. Lions will get runners, and then the next batter will hit into a fielder's choice. Here's the ball hit on the ground to Russ Furr. He fields it to Tucker Brady, but Tucker loses the ball in his glove, so the runner's safe on an error. Runner at first to bring up Chandler Smith. This is
Smith bat,
watching this
Hamilton on
team. This
deck.
is not the same Lions team that I saw two games on Saturday. Especially on the offensive part of the baseball. This pitch to Chandler Smith is in for a strike. Maybe Vidalia can do this thing that Lyons has been doing all day. Ground into a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch to Chandler Smith. Hits this one on the ground to Britton Tabor. Britton backhands it, and the ball bobbles around. Not able to make a play anywhere. Runners on first and second. This is where Lyons got in trouble last inning. Getting runners on
Hamilton to
first.
bat, Phillips on deck.
Gotta bring up Hamilton, the DH for Vidalia. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. It's gnat season here in Georgia. Or South Georgia. You know, there is a gnat line. It runs along the fault line. Next pitch is popped up into the air. Maybe ricocheting off the wall. He hits at the face of the fence. Slade McDonald not able to get a read on it. There comes 1 run. There comes 2. Actually, he's being held up. And Vidalia is on top 4-0. on an RBI single by Hamilton. Runners on the corners. Let's bring up Phillips.
Phillips to bat, McLennan on deck.
Today for Vidalia. Hold on. Coach McDonald's coming out.
He's got a DH. You can't sub for the DH.
He's done.
You can sub for the catcher. That's twice. You cannot sub for the DH.
He's done for
I'm
the
trying to
day.
listen, not sure what's happening.
Come out of the game.
He's done for the day. If he's running,
They sub for the catcher earlier.
Something about a 7 for the catcher.
Twice.
he shouldn't have been hitting.
No. That was the DH.
Hold on.
You can't sub for the DH
Umpire.
unless you take him out. That's twice.
Doesn't know what's happening.
He's not catching.
Okay. So I don't know. I can't keep these books for the other team. I can keep them for Lyons because I know who's up, who's not up, and he didn't give me numbers, so that makes it even harder. All I know is number 1's up for Vidalia, and he hits this one to left. Ryder Sears gets it in, gets the out there, but a run scores, making it 5-0. Who was that batting? I don't know.
McLennan to bat, back on
Okay,
deck.
McLennan the
One
bat. There we
away.
go. So that was Phillips. That was an RBI single for Phillips. There we go. Here's the pitch to McClendon. It's for strike. I like listening to the people in the stands because sometimes I find out valuable information. This one's hit on the ground. MJ Burton makes the play, fires to second, and gets the out. One down. Fielder's choice from McClendon.
Back to back, Coleman on
Bring it
deck.
back.
2 away.
Wearing number 5, Vidalia is on top, 5-0 here in the 4th inning, which is quite the opposite of what we saw on Saturday, where Lyons scored 6 earned runs in the 1st.
You ready, MJ? Go out now. Get it here.
They've scored 2 in this inning. Here's the pitch. Guess it's
Get
missing.
it here.
It's a pitching machine. I'm not sure where it's missing, but it's missing.
I'll suit up now, man.
Here's the pitch. Lyons in the left field for a base hit. Cameron Harris gets it in on the run. What did I say? They got it in. Base hit for that. Runners on first and second.
Coleman to
one
bat,
down.
Patel on deck.
To bring up Coleman. Maybe Lyons is wanting to make it interesting. I don't know. Here's the pitch. It's in for a strike. I know they can beat this team. They've done it. They've done it a few times this season. This is the same team that won all of their games last season in Glee baseball. Here's a ball pops up to Slade McDonald for out number 3. But they won all 28 games, and 24 out of the 28 were run-ruled games. This is that team. But they're losing to Vidalia 5-0. We're going to the bottom of the 4th on Y101.
Accident, storm damage, or a fire, one of the unthinkable happens. It doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that Son & Son Insurance Agency and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Son & Son Insurance Agency in Vidalia today at 912-537-7951.
As I was saying before we went to break, this is the same Fleet team that won state last year. They won all 28 of their games. No, they won all 28. 24 out of the 28 were run-ruled games. Let's see. If I wanted to reduce that, what would that be? 16. Let's see. Reduce it by
Leading off Harris to bat, Brady on deck.
28, 14, that's 12. You can reduce that even farther. 6 over 7, so 6 out of the 7 games. if you want to reduce 6/7 of their game were run rule games. All 7/7 of their games will win. So here's a base hit for Lyons, the very first to the outfield. Maybe they're going to rally here in the fourth for Cameron Harris.
Brady to back, Kersey on
Gotta
deck.
bring up Tucker Brady now. The dangerous thing here that's been happening all game is once Lyons has gotten runners on base, a fielder's choice follows. So let's see if Brady can break that up. Here's the pitch. He pops this one up into the air. Vidalia moves over and makes the catch. One down. Gotta bring up Wiley Kersey. Let's see what he can do.
Kersey
He's
to back,
catching
Tabor
for
on deck. One away.
Lyons today. My radar says there's heavy rain near Lyons. That's what just popped on my phone. I really hope not. Here's the pitch to him. He hits it. Oh no, on the ground, the shortstop and fields it. Gets one out there. Fires to first. He got the double play. The story of the day for Lyons. Fielder's choice after fielder's choice after fielder's choice. So that's out number 3. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Lions still down 5-0 on Y101. Alrighty, welcome back today. We're at field number 1 today. So I'm looking at the radar. Oh, there is a patch right there. I think it's already past us. Oh no, what is that? Going past us? Let's see which way it's moving, but there's something south of Lyons on Highway 178, and it's sort of just sitting there. It's kind of weird. It's not really moving, but maybe it's raining itself out, but it's that way. I'm looking in that direction. I can see the cloud, but I don't think it's moving this way. I think we're good. So up to bat for Vidalia. We're back to Patel. Patel is up to bat. Everybody in Lyons, well, the Lyons team is still fielding their same positions.
I'll come up here and we run for the catcher.
We're still making some kind of argument about what's happening. What happened with the DH. I'm not sure what the argument is exactly. I'm just a man behind the microphone. All I do is call what I see. That's all I'm good for.
Don't even. You suck at crazy going down.
1733, that's when Georgia was founded. Philip, I knew that, and when I saw the year, I don't know what I was thinking. It was just like, wow, duh. I knew what year Georgia was founded. I mean, not founded per se, but discovered by Oglethorpe. It was 1733. First pitch to Patel is a strike. I knew that. This ball's hit a shot out to Slade McDonald. It hit the dirt for a base hit by Patel. Runner at first, bring up Wolf.
Wolf to bat, Nance on deck.
Maybe playing an if necessary game here today. If Lions can't pull it together in the next 3 innings, or the bottom of the next 3 innings, first pitch to Wolf is in for a strike. If necessary game may be necessary. This ball's hit on the ground to Britton Hunt. He fires it over to second baseman Tyson Brantley. Brantley not able to hold on to it. And now you have runners on first and second. This Lions team is...
Meeks to bat, Posey on deck.
Lions team is... I guess we just call it Harris Edge? I don't know. Runners on first and second to bring up Nance. Slade McDonald assumed his position in the shift of the outfield. Strike 1 to Nance. He's flown out each of his times at bat. He gets all of this when he hits it out in the outfield to Junior Bullard. He throws it into first. 1 run's going to score. And Tucker Brady holds the ball. So an RBI single by Nance. It is 6-0. And now the ball gets away, and runners are running to second and third. Time was called. Actually, they're going back. Thankfully, I already marked my book. At the top of the 4th inning, Vidalia leading 6-0. Here's the pitch to Posey. I want to keep it. Here's the ball, gets by the catcher. He throws down to second, and Tyson Brantley holds on to him. And now there's runners on second and third.
Runners on second and third to bring up Posey. The Vidalia. This Vidalia team today is on fire. That's all I can really say. They're hitting the ball. This ball's hit out there to Slade McDonald. Makes the catch. Runner tagging up everywhere. Here's the throw to third to MJ Burton. Does not have the ball, and the runner slides in safely. And it's once again Vidalia scores another run on a sac fly. It's 7-0. One down.
Wallace to bat. Smith on deck. One away.
Vidalia. He's 0 for today, reaching on errors both times in his at bat. Here's the pitch. It's in first strike. He settles back in. Here's the pitch. He pops this one up. Russ Spur moves over, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down.
Smith to bat. Hamilton on deck. 2 away.
He steps in, batting to the right-hand side. He's 1 for 2 in today's game. Here's the pitch. It's in for a strike. Here's the pitch. I think I actually just realized where people are getting the confusion. Hamilton is not technically a DH. Hamilton is technically an extra hitter, if you want to call that an EH. Because I don't think he's playing anywhere in the field. This ball's hit, and it's going to get down just fair. 1 run's going to score. It's 8-0 Vidalia on an RBI single by Chandler Smith. Runner at first, bring up Hamilton, the EH.
He's been subbed out.
Hamilton to bat. Phillips on deck.
He steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Here's the pitch. It's in for a strike. Lyons losing 8-0 here in top of the 4th inning. This ball's hit on the ground. MJ Burton by MJ Burton in the outfield. Slade McDonald getting it in. Another base hit from Vidalia.
Phillips to bat. McClendon on deck.
2 down.
2 away.
Lyons is really struggling today. Here's the pitch to Phillips. High, I guess. He didn't say anything about
Ready
it.
up the middle. Britton, stay right there.
He's out.
You got the sub runner. That's 3. He was not catching.
Yeah, they were making.
7 for 18. We know these days, okay?
But that's the 3rd time you subbed for him.
We're putting in a sub. Runner at first and second. Phillips up to bat, the left fielder for Vidalia. Here's the pitch. Hits it on the ground to Tyson Brantley. He fields it and fires to first. And that's out number 3. Lyons lets Vidalia score 3 more runs here in the top of the 4th inning. Lyons quite a hole to get out of. They're down 8-0. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
If you're tired of making multiple trips to the pharmacy each month for prescription refills, All Care Pharmacy can help. With our Care Plus program, contact your doctor for refills. We fill all of your regular monthly medications at one time and package them by weight. This way you don't have to make one trip to the pharmacy to pick up your medications. Call All Care Pharmacy at 912-500 for more information about this free service.
So welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lions down by 8 runs. 8-0.
Wait. Well, he got out. First at bat. He didn't
should have
run.
been able to bat that time.
He can re-enter one time.
Once, but that was the
So
3rd time.
Britton Tabor's up to bat, the shortstop for Lions. He's one of the 2 that has a base hit in today's game.
It don't matter how many times you get put out. If you advance a runner.
Trying to be quiet so y'all can hear what the confusion's about.
If you advance a runner, I don't give a crap if you are out at first. Or blah blah, or whatever.
That's what I was asking.
They're all up here in the press box. I'm trying to see if I can hear what's going on. Doesn't seem like I can hear it. So here comes another lady from Vidalia with a book.
What do we need to do to fix it?
So here we go. Now here comes Lou James. All three Lions coaches up here at the press box. I'm Bryce Brown. Early part today. Listen, if there was some issue, really, the only way to solve it would, you'd have to start the whole entire game over. I mean, honestly, that would be the only way to fix such issue, or you'd go back, take off runs where runs were given by this guy, which would be much, much harder. But here we are. Umpires are now coming up. Lions down 8-0. Bottom of the fifth. I'm sorry.
Wolf was catching.
Did I say fourth the whole time? No, we're in the bottom of the fifth. Sorry about that. It is the fifth inning. Vidalia, yeah. So Lions only has 2 more chances to try to win. Make a comeback. So we're still sitting here trying to discuss it. It doesn't seem that we can come to an agreement. Athletic Director Bill Benton here.
All you got to do is enter power and Kersey. That's all you have to do.
Talk to son.
You enter Powell in Kersey spot, you burn the guy the DH. Just enter Powell in Kersey spot. Powell for Kersey, and we're straight. Bring a guy off the bench. You burnt the. Brady has to play the field. Powell for Kersey in his league.
We're still speaking.
No, Derek can't go to the different spot.
I'm not sure.
Same spot.
Well, it's looking at the time. Let's see. Up to bat, Britton Table reached on the base hit on deck.
Well, that person can come out now. He can't go to any position.
Right.
Let's see. I'm not sure what to say. Let's see if Lyons loses, we'll play another game.
Enter Powell for Kersey and Powell plays
If
pitchers.
Lyons wins, then it's over. Robin, if you want to play the top of the hour liner.
Yeah. Burning the catcher. And then Powell's your pitcher.
Broadcasting WLYU FM, Lyons, Vidalia, Y101.
You have to pull Ross out.
All right.
You can enter your DH in the field. You just got to burn the guy he goes in. The guy hits for him.
So Ross. Is it Ross or Ross?
That's baseball 101. Powell in. Powell's in.
We're still sitting here trying to decide what to do.
Put Powell at pitcher.
They're trying to make sure that they do it right.
Powell has the bat in Kersey spot.
Look over there and make sure. Yeah, we can.
Brady's the catcher. Powell's the pitcher.
Because he took the pass, and then he didn't even do the
I'm not really sure what to do. The midday memory show starts tomorrow.
That's legal.
Britton Table's up there. This is Y101 if you're confused. Y101. So we're ready to go. Slowly, they're walking away from the press box area here.
Let's go, start it off.
And I think we're ready to go. Seems like we're ready to go.
Don't be argumentative, so don't even give me that.
Now we're fussing across the fences from fans to fans. It's quite an interesting game, as most games, Lions and Vidalia games are. Brenton Tabor up to bat. Here's the pitch. This pitch is hit up to the left fielder. Left fielder moves over, makes the catch. Out number 1. Bring up Brody Benton, the DH.
Benton the bat. Bullard on deck. One away.
So he steps in. Here's the pitch to Benton. Gets under this one. The catcher comes out for Vidalia and makes the catch. Out number 2. 2 down. Bring up Junior Bullard.
Bullard to bat. Sears on deck. 2 away.
This is not the exact team that won all this game games last year. They're missing a few. Here's the pitch to Bullard. Fouled it off. Strike 1. The if necessary game will make 10 games for our coverage here at Y101. So we'll at least get in a full 10 games if they lose this one. Here's the pitch. He hits the chopper on the ground. The shortstop. The ball bounces and gets away from him. And Junior Bullard is the first base runner of the bottom of the 5th for Lyons.
Sears to bat. Burton on deck.
That brings up Ryder Sears 2 down. Let's see if Lyons can rally with 2. Keep it away from the middle of the infield, definitely. Here's the pitch to Sears. Caught a strike, runner going, and here's the tag.
It's ball game with Vidalia winning over Lyons.
That's the ball game. Vidalia beats Lyons 8-0. That's the run rule. So no need to wrap it up because we're gonna have to come back and do an if necessary game. So mark that down. Lyons. Let's see. Keep it here. Let's see. That was a put out at second. So Vidalia 8-0. Vidalia. Rather than 8-0. Vidalia beats Lyons 8-0. What we're going to do is we're going to send it back to the station, and then we're going to come back as soon as they're ready to play the if necessary game today? Yeah, it is, and we'll come back when you're ready to play the if necessary game. So Robin, we'll send it back to you, and we'll be back later.
The 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament, Y101's coverage is being presented.